Welcome back to the reality, guys. I'm your host, Billy Blinks, joined as always by my co host, Brian.
All right, buddy.
We're back to talk Survivor 47. This is episode 12, Operation Italy. Like and subscribe, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, all the reality guys, all your Survivor coverage, all your surviving barstool coverage, all of your ultimatum coverage, all of your Jesus Christ, name it, we're covering it. That's damn a lot of shows on right now. But Brian,
Yeah.
Survivor, our weekly love hate relationship continues with Survivor. The Operation Italy, though, man, I have to say, like, we bullied the heck out of Andy on this show, myself mainly. Hands up, bullied the hell out of the dude, and I think rightfully so. It's like the way he was acting in the beginning of the show is the way you thought maybe he would have acted at the end of the show when he was all worn out and stuff, and not like 3 days in and crying and doing all that stuff. But I don't know if Fiji broke him. Something's changed inside of Andy, but came up with a pretty decent plan and saw the tea leaves, knowing that he, again, I always talk about being in the inner circle of an alliance. If you're not the one or two of a 3 or 4 man alliance, you got to get ready. You got to move. You got to get out quick. You got to change circles because you are the next one off. And he got Sam and Genevieve, and they made a move, man. I want to get your reaction to the episode.
Yeah, it's funny that like we were kind of like, oh, nothing's gonna happen, whatever. Like we'll just push the recording, and of course, it's an episode that has an outcome that we really like. Because I'll tell you what, man, nothing made me happy than seeing these losers upset on this show yesterday. Or I watched it after we did all the recording yesterday. Oh man, I hate Teeny more than anything, and just seeing her just spiral and do pull like whatever the chick that could only eat Applebee's last season. I just don't like seeing
Liz.
losers on the show happy, and she's a loser.
Yeah, she is this season's Liz. This is going to be a bully review, everyone. So if you're going to be mad about us being mean, then just don't watch. Like,
Oh, yeah, maybe. But we've been consistent on who we don't like on the show. And we've been
oh yeah, and I
consistent
don't
that
not
we don't
like
like
people
people.
because they're like a woman or because people are gonna say, oh, it's like the woke person. No, I just watch the damn show and I treat them as if they got deserted on a desert island. It's always been my magnum opus with the show. I'm gonna treat you as if you were actually abandoned on an island. I don't give a shit about your stories at home. I don't give a shit if you're a super fan. I don't. And
No, maybe.
for and I did a TikTok about it. And it was before even tribal council was over. I couldn't even wait for tribal council to be over. I can't stand the indignancy of these people and the idea that because someone who you are not in alliance with, you are as far away from Sam Teeny as you could be in this game. And to say that because he didn't bring you to do a letters from home and you didn't get to see a letter from home, God forbid you haven't been home in 20 days, and that like Bane type speech she gave, she's like, born in the darkness, your letters that did it to me. It's like unreal, chick. Just relax. You are a loser. I'm a
Yeah.
super fan. No, we're super fans because we're the one of the last goddamn people on this internet that's willing to say that when they're not doing what it should be, this is pussy shit.
Yeah. Just to me, it's just like, how do you, it's the level of delusion that you think like it literally, honestly, is the exact same thing that Liz. It was like she thought she was going to get picked by, I don't even remember who the guy was because all these new era contestants are like a blur to me and they're not important. But yeah, it's literally the exact same thing, dude. It might even be the same week, might even be the same episode, honestly.
It literally is.
It might be. If I go back and look at when I edit this, I'm gonna look it up and I bet you it is. Just because it's the same meltdown stuff. But yeah, it made me really happy. And honestly, the only reason the way that would make this an episode of 10 out of 10 for me if she was the one who got eliminated tonight. That would have
Yeah.
been like the
And guess what?
chef's kiss.
She's not gonna get
Absolute chef.
voted out because she's hasn't done anything. She hasn't
Yeah,
done
no, she's done
anything.
Jack. She's got to be the one you take because she hasn't done anything. She's the only person who's consistently on the wrong side of the vote.
And always gets to survive though.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
whatever.
because I think people just know that she stinks. I think that's just what it is. And like, um,
Guys, comment below what has Teeny done, and I
no, but
there's
if anybody tells you anything, they're wrong. She hasn't done anything. She has done nothing. I went on Reddit today. I saw people, even people that like her, like, what has she really done? She's done nothing. So I'm gonna stop you right there. But let's talk about the letters. I want to talk about the letters, and I'm glad you made a TikTok about it because I've been saying it for a while. The letters are dumb. They're so dumb. And
wait.
when they took away people showing, I understand if they show up to the island. I think that
That
is a
was
big
savage, Brian. It was so
that's a big
damn
deal.
savage.
But letters are dumb. I mean, I'm sorry, they're so stupid. Like, feed me more Italian food, pasta. Like the Caesar salad. That's to me is a top tier salad is a top tier food to get with chicken when
That
you're
was
hungry.
the number one food challenge to win. The carbs, the cheese, it's not bad, right, Brian? You get the salad, you get the pizza, and even like whatever, even the soda. Yeah, it's gonna like give
I
you
would drink
be.
the soda over the margarita. If you
I
haven't
would
had
not
alcohol in a
drink
while, I would not
alcohol.
drink alcohol. No.
Never.
Wine, ooh, wine, ooh.
No,
Wow.
no. Give me like I'm just like that. I'm at the sanctuary and they probably
Baby.
have like 30 pitchers of cold ice water, and I don't have to be like drinking out of a canteen. Like
Yeah.
I would just drink water for
I would
in
get
straight
drunk off
12
the
hours.
water and drunk off the salad.
I would have eaten I'm sorry. I would have eaten so much pizza. So much pizza.
Yeah, I don't
The
even like
pasta,
pizza would kill me. I'd eat them all, eat it all.
pasta you got to be careful with. I wouldn't trust the Fiji pasta. I don't know.
But yeah, what's the sauce?
Yeah, are we getting some butter here? We get a little red, a little bolognese. Like, what are we getting here?
It, I mean, it is a really good reward. Like, I would say like top food excited about. Like, I'd say like that, and maybe tacos would be a good one too. 'Cause you
The
get this.
emotional swing we've gone from talking about teeny to happy the
I'm so
pizza.
sick of talking about losers on the show, man. If this plan didn't go all the way through, I'd be so disappointed because I just don't
Oh,
want to see losers succeed on the show. I really don't.
I have to give a shout out though. So I, like you said, I did do a TikTok. Check us out. It's at the reality, guys. Most of our TikToks are either clips from shows or just me or Brian yelling at the screen. But I did want to give a shout out. One of the first comments someone made actually was really smart. Uh, Here, or is it at? Oh, this is Luca from Luca. I thought it was gonna have like a real username. I told my family if I ever go on Survivor to write me letters saying congratulations, you found a hidden immunity idol, so I could take the fake note home with the fake idol.
Yeah,
I like the idea. I think it's funny.
I'm down with that. I'm down with that.
Oh,
I don't know,
have to
man.
probably go through his mail and not let it get delivered.
It doesn't make sense to me.
Um, So we talked about the sanctuary, right? That's where Operation Italy went down. So Sam won the reward challenge. We should mention who actually won. He decided to take Andy, which again turns out in the scheme of things, have been one of the best decisions made on this season of Survivor. He said he owed him. He said he had made a promise, even though Andy had switched on him and flipped on him last week, literally a week ago.
Mhm. Mhm.
But then taking Genevieve because one, maybe Genevieve's Italian. Also, I think he thought Genevieve was going to just die of hunger. She's like fading very quickly, and her spirit's broken. She was my favorite. She's my pick to win this season, and she was at the highest of highs, and somehow in 3 weeks now looks like she's at death's door. But knew what I said. He was not. He is in that the underdog alliance, the 5-person alliance, but he is really the newest member of the underdog alliance. So if something were to go wrong, it probably very likely could be Andy going. He, which is again shows that he was smart. He wanted Rachel, and we've been saying the last few weeks is like you got to get Rachel. Rachel's gonna win this game. Like Rachel's gonna win if she gets to the final three. Like there's 0% chance anyone can beat her. And does she not goddamn won 2 immunity necklaces in a row since we said that? And she has an idol, and she has
Yeah,
a stop a vote. Dog, she's getting to the finale.
yeah, yeah. Because then once they got rid of Kyle, I mean, Sue is like your next target. Like, Sam's not good at immunity challenge. She's not. Either is Andy. They're both like kind of doofuses and things like
Yeah,
that.
but he
But
did good in this. I mean, it's a shame for Sam that this wasn't an immunity challenge, right? He only wins the reward, but the reward ended up getting him safety.
I want to say something that you just brought up, and just because you said Genevieve, but like Genevieve was talking to Teeny, and she's like, "You use your emotions as a like a weapon," and it just reminded me of the challenge. Like when she said that, just how the way people operate on the challenge, like I won't work with you anymore, and
Yeah, God forbid that Genevieve's biggest issue now, besides the fact that she's been a dangerous player, is that she's not just buddying everyone and she's just keeping to herself. Like, what an asshole, right? Like, what a terrible person. She's not actively bullying and scheming and gaming. She's just worn out, and
Mhm.
that's just like not heard of in this tribe. We all share our feelings in this tribe, and like, guess what? She's gonna probably outlast you, Teeny. Honestly, I mean, you're
I
not gonna.
hope
She's
I
not gonna.
really
You
do.
wouldn't beat her in a vote. Wouldn't beat her in a vote. Listen, Rachel's the number one right now. Rachel is 100%. Her against anyone, she takes it. I think after that, how the hell do you not say Genevieve's played the best game? Maybe now you could throw Andy in there because that crazy bastard somehow survived and has flip flopped a few times. I don't know.
I mean, don't you think? I just because the preview looks like it's going to be Genevieve versus Rachel, but like, why are the people that were on the outside of the vote here? Why are they not targeting Andy? They know it was Andy. Like that should be the
I
mission
mean,
number
the
one.
kid's
And
betrayed
honestly,
like multiple people.
Genevieve should realize that Andy's done some things. Like, hopefully, she can pick that up and take him out eventually as well. Because I don't really want Andy to win either.
Yeah, well, the problem is just there's a lot of burned bridges with Genevieve and that like alliance now too. They're just like fully anti her. Like her, Teeny and her done. Everyone, got Sue and her done. Which
Woohoo!
until tonight it was Caroline and her done. But guess what, Caroline? That sucked for her though. I mean, I thought, like I said, I thought she's played a pretty decent game. Caroline, she had stayed under the surface enough, but if you play under the surface long enough, people start to consider you a number for someone else. And that's really where, after the fact that Rachel was gone, it was like, she's probably she is a vote, a positive vote for. Well, as I say that, this is what I always think about Survivor too. She's a positive vote for it, but like should want your friends voted off, right? Like in a way, you should want your friends voted off because they're going to vote for you. Like you
Kind
shouldn't
of,
even
yeah.
be that bummed. You should, when something like that happens, you're like, oh, it sucks. As soon as I'm picking my torch, I'm like, I just got a jury vote if I make it to the end.
Yeah, she said something on the way out, like, "Oh, it's a good thing that I would have won." I was like, "Again, what have you done? I still haven't figured out what
Did
she's done
she
either."
say that?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow, I
Pretty
just
sure
take
she said
back
that.
everything I just said, dude. I
I'm pretty
just
sure
said
she
she was
said
playing a
that.
decent game, but like that's delusional.
That's the new era, man. They just
Delulu.
their main character energy constantly, and it's like,
That means her strategy basically was hopefully to get there with two people that she was against, who were, people might look at as assholes, basically, and just try to win the "I'm the
yeah,
nicest person left" vote, which we've seen win in the new era. So, I mean, I'm not
right.
gonna fault them, but it
Because
doesn't mean I have to like it.
if we're looking at a few people left, like, I don't think Sue's winning. Like, we barely saw her today. Like, now that Kyle's out, like, what does she got going on? She just has this vendetta against everybody that, like, I guess was in her tribe that, like, did vote
Still
was
dirty
agreeing
face,
with
but
Kyle.
look at a dirty
And
face.
yeah, I mean, I don't think Sam would win. I really think
He
it's
doesn't have
Genevieve,
anyone to support
Rachel.
him.
I think it's Genevieve, Rachel, Andy. Honestly, I think
That's
that's like,
exactly what I said. Those are the three.
yeah,
I mean, those are the top three in the power rankings. Doesn't mean all three of them will make it, but any
no,
one
but
of
there's
those three against the others in a mix. But again, I say again, amongst those three, though, it's still Rachel right now. But we still have, what we got, 4 or 5 more episodes. So I mean, two?
yep.
Oh, yeah, 6 people. Oh yeah, 6 people. Yeah, I
It's the
guess so.
two
We'll get it.
hours. It's the two hour next week. 2 hour
Oh, yeah, right. We got
crap.
4. So the programming note, everybody, the episodes go back to 2 hours next week, and the week after, which is great for my Friday morning productivity. It's just wonderful.
Friday morning. What do you mean?
AKA like me not sleeping well that night and waking up
Oh,
shit on
yeah,
Friday.
but at least it's over. Like,
Hey,
I
listen,
mean, look, it was a good episode, but I'm very ready for this season to be over. Like,
the
there's more
letters thing,
people.
guys. Listen, if you want the whole thing, it's just the people crying about the letters just broke us tonight. It broke us both independently. We watched it at different times. Brian watched it last night. I watched it literally 30 minutes ago, and my brain broke.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about who's left, and I will be generally annoyed if Genevieve or Rachel don't win.
It's crazy to say, but I would be fine if Andy won it at this point.
I mean, Andy's number three, but I still don't. I think he's a dweeb.
Genevieve should win. Genevieve should win. She played the best game by far. Rachel's now starting to sort because she has, unbeknownst to other people, she's found the idol. She's going through that BS. She went through the BS to get her steal a vote. She uh she's won 2 immunity challenges now, individual immunity challenges. She's building a resume, right?
And you
Like,
know what? And this is because they kind of have a theme on these new era versions. She kind of got that same lifeline hourglass that Erica got in the 41 with the
yep.
soul save. So
That's
I'm
another
wondering.
big, yep.
So I'm wondering if, like, we'll see. I mean, it's just like these shows every season is almost exactly the same now. Like, even the way the episode, like, it's like we were just talking, like, the Liz freak out and the Teeny freak out are literally. I guarantee it's the same episode.
It's like
No,
every season we get
it's the
the
same
letter
crap.
freak out
That
episode.
Sorry, there's no originality anymore. It's just like
It's like when you're
not
reading
even
Harry
good.
Potter books and nothing bad can happen until June. So,
Yeah,
you know.
right. So
Um, like I said, check out all the playlists we have right now. We are covering about like 6, 7 shows right now. Some that are just finishing, some that are just starting. Like the next video that you'll see, the Southern Charm season 11 premiere. A lot of canes and a lot of tone deafness in this episode. So if you are a Southern Charm fan, a Bravo fan, hey, if you have no idea what we're talking about and just want to listen to us talk more, check it out in the playlist below. Uh, But until next week, for myself and Brian, thank you so much for watching. Peace.